If you look at the problem number 3, the problem number 3 says there are 2 points A and B and they have given the coordinates also. So we'll say let A equal to x1, y1 equal to this, B equal to x2, y2 equal to this, and x का coordinates we will assume, let us assume anything, x3, y3 you can assume, or you can assume any other alphabet because that's what you have to find. So you can keep a, b also, a comma b equals to question mark. So you have to find these coordinates a and b. X ka coordinate is what you have to find, right? That is what the problem is. Find the point on the x-axis which is equidistant from, okay, so this point lies on the x-axis. Whenever any point lies on the x-axis, what did I say? Which coordinate will be 0? Y coordinate will be 0. So इसका मतलब हमको इसका y coordinate मालूम है, पहले से मालूम है. किसने बताया? क्वेश्चन ने बताया इनडायरेक्टली. उसने बोला ये पॉइंट x एक्सिस पे है, x एक्सिस पे है मतलब y कोऑर्डिनेट 0. सो a, 0. क्लियर? So point x का two coordinates a, 0. We have to find a now, right? So let us use the distance formula and get it. So by distance formula, what is going to be length of ax? See, you will find ax, you will find bx, bx ka length is same, so you will say ax equal to bx, right? And then equate. So what length ax is equal to, what is it going to be? Square root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Sorry, it is not going to be x2 x1, it is going to be a minus x1 the whole square and y2 is 0. So you will substitute it as 0. So here your y2 ka value and x2 ka value is, so here it is a and here it is 0. Do you understand? We are considering ax. ax. You have to find ax, not ab. You don't have to find ab. You have to find ax. So ax is this, right? What is bx? Also, length bx equals to, what is length bx? Length bx is equal to bx. So you have a minus x2 the whole square plus 0 minus y2 the whole square. 0 minus y2 the whole square. Okay? So therefore, now ax is this, bx is this. What are we given? We are given that x is equidistant. Equidistant means ax and bx are same, they are equal in length. So we are given, what are we given? Length of ax is equal to length of bx. We are given length of ax is equal to length of bx. Therefore, this square root will be equal to that square root. Okay? Let us also put the value of a and b now. It's time. Minus 3, 4. And the other one is 1, minus 4. Right? Okay. So, square root of, now ax is a minus x1. x1 is minus 3. The whole square. Plus 0 minus y1. 0 minus y1. y1 is 4. The whole square equals to, we have got a minus x2, a minus, where is x2? 1 the whole square plus 0 minus y2, where is y2? Minus 4 the whole square. Okay, now what is the best way to solve this? The best way to solve this is, see, you have square root here, you have square root here. The best way to solve this is take square on both sides. Square root ka ulta is what? Square. So take square on both sides. That's the easiest way to solve it. So taking square on both sides. Taking square on both sides. Or you can say squaring both sides. So squaring both sides or taking square on both sides, we get, what do we get? So here square root and square are opposite of each other. They will get cancelled and you will get this square plus minus 4 ka square is equal to a minus 1 the whole square plus 4 the whole square. This is very important step. I hope you understood this step. What has happened in this step? Inside a minus into minus is plus, so a plus 3. 0 minus 4, so minus 4 square. A minus 1 square. Then 0 plus 4 is plus 4, so plus 4 square. Clear? But most importantly, you find that the root signs have gone. Here there were root signs on both sides. Here there is no root sign. Why? Because you have squared on both sides. You have taken square on both sides. When you take square on both sides, square root and square are opposite of each other. So that will wipe out the square root and you will have plain numbers there. So now there is no square root now. Okay? Fine. Therefore, what is the square of this? So you get a square plus 6a plus 9 plus 16 is equal to a square minus 2a plus 1 plus 16. How did I get this and how did I get this? A plus b the whole square formula. A plus 2ab plus b square. A minus b formula. A minus b the whole square. A square minus 2ab plus b square. Clear? That is the formula. Now, 16 both sides get cancelled. Why? 16 if you take that side it will be 16 minus 16. 16 minus 16 will become 0. They will get cancelled. Answer will be 0. Clear? So 16 and 16 will get cancelled on both sides, either sides. So what we will get is a square plus 6a plus 9 is equal to a square minus 2a plus 1. Now unknown terms on one side, known terms on one side. So here a square gets cancelled. Okay? Take the 2a here. So 6a plus 2a, okay, is equal to 1 minus 9. What did I do? 6a was here, 2a I took here, so plus 2a. Then 1 was already there, so no sign change. This plus 9 goes there, it becomes minus 9. Okay? Solving equation, basic solving equation. So therefore 8a is equal to minus 8. So a is equal to minus 8 upon 8. So a is equal to minus 1. Clear? Now, what is the coordinate? What did they ask you? Find the point on the x-axis. Okay, so therefore x ka coordinates will be, what was x ka coordinate? A comma 0, correct? You assumed here a comma 0. So what is it now? Minus 1 comma 0. That's the answer. Okay? Okay, let's go to the next problem. Problem number 4. Verify that points minus 2 comma 2, q2 comma 2 and r2 comma 7 are vertices of a right angle triangle. So you are given 3 points p, q, r. You are given 3 points p, q, r and you are told to prove, are they vertices of a right angle triangle? Now tell me, when will they be vertices of right angle triangle? When can they be vertices of right angle triangle? If they satisfy hypotenuse formula of Pythagoras. Yeah. So if they satisfy Pythagoras theorem, then we can say they are vertices of a right angle triangle. What is Pythagoras theorem? Pythagoras theorem is going to be square of base plus square of height equals to square of hypotenuse. Correct? Here we don't know who's the base, we don't know who's the height, we don't know who's the hypotenuse. Correct? So what will we do? We will simply find 3 distances. We will find 3 lengths. Forget about who is base, who is height, who is hypotenuse. Let us simply find the distance, find the length. Now once you get the length, then think कौन से 2 का स्क्वायर को ऐड किया तो तीसरे का स्क्वायर मिलता है. अगर 2 का स्क्वायर, okay, sum of square of 2 sides, any 2 sides is giving you the square of the third side, that means Pythagoras is fulfilled. Then we can say yes, these are vertices of right angle triangle. If it doesn't happen, we will say no, it cannot be vertices of right angle triangle. Sorry. Okay, clear? Fine. So what is our duty now? Our duty is to find out length of PQ, QR, PR. 3 lengths we have to find. Okay? Acha. Smart people will do one more thing. See, normal people will simply find PQ, QR, PR. Okay? Smart people are going to think, हाइपोटेन्यूज में मेरे को क्या लगता है, PQ लगेगा या PQ का स्क्वायर लगेगा? PQ का स्क्वायर लगेगा। हाइपोटेन्यूज में मुझे QR लगेगा या QR का स्क्वायर लगेगा? QR का स्क्वायर लगेगा। सिमिलरली PR लगेगा या PR का स्क्वायर लगेगा? PR का स्क्वायर लगेगा। हाइपोटेन्यूज में स्क्वायर्स होता है ना, बेस स्क्वायर, हाइट स्क्वायर, हाइपोटेन्यूज स्क्वायर, मतलब वो तीनों जो सेगमेंट है उसके स्क्वायर्स लगने वाले हैं तुमको, करेक्ट? तो why don't you find square? Why do you find PQ? Find PQ square. अब तुम बोलोगे सर PQ square में मेरा क्या बेनिफिट? PQ square फाइंड आउट करने से वो रूट तुम्हारे से पीछा छूट जाएगा, रूट का वो जो रूट है ना, रूट अगर तुम स्क्वायर कर दोगे, PQ is equal to root of something something डिस्टेंस फॉर्मूला में, अगर तुम स्क्वायर कर दोगे दोनों साइड को तो PQ square is equal to square will cancel and the root will go away, so you will get rid of the root. ठीक है? सो वो रूट को हटाने के लिए इट इज बेटर, इट इज इजियर टू फाइंड आउट स्क्वायर्स। ठीक है? तो स्मार्ट पीपल आर गोइंग टू डू लाइक दैट। बट अगर ये तुमको नहीं स्ट्राइक होता है और किसी तरह तुमने PQ, QR, PR नॉर्मल तरीके से फाइंड आउट कर लिया, नो प्रॉब्लम, कर लो, लास्ट में जाके स्क्वायर कर देना। फॉर्मूला बाय पाइथागोरस थ्योरम करके PQ स्क्वायर निकाल लेना, PQ मिल गया फिर PQ स्क्वायर निकाल लेना, QR मिल गया फिर QR स्क्वायर निकाल लेना। ठीक है? वैसे कर लेना। ऑलराइट? बट अगर तुम्हें पहले से पता है कि भाई मेरे को स्क्वायर निकलने वाला है, तो थोड़ा स्मार्टली काम क्यों नहीं करें? राइट? सो वी विल फाइंड स्क्वायर ओनली डायरेक्टली। क्लियर? सो कैसे फाइंड आउट करें? सी हियर, बाय डिस्टेंस फॉर्मूला। लेंथ ऑफ PQ would be square root of PQ would be square root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. This is PQ, right? So what is PQ का square? So length of PQ का square अगर मैं करूंगा square, तो क्या होगा? इसका square मतलब क्या? ये square root का square and square root are opposites of each other, they will cancel. So you will get x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Simply you will get this. यही मेरा मोटिव था, मेरे को रूट हटाना था, तो प्रॉब्लम सिंपल हो जाता है ना, रूट नहीं होता है। क्लियर? सो ये स्क्वायर करने से आई गेट रिड ऑफ स्क्वायर रूट, रिमेंबर दैट, दैट्स व्हाई आई गेट इट। एंड वैसे भी पाइथागोरस में मुझे PQ स्क्वायर ही लगने वाला है, PQ तो लगेगा नहीं, ये तो मेरे काम का नहीं होगा फाइनली, एंड में मेरे काम का ये है पाइथागोरस जब चेक करूंगा, इसीलिए स्मार्टली व्हाट वी हैव डन, पहले ही PQ स्क्वायर निकाल लिया। ठीक है? सो देयरफॉर लेंथ PQ स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू x2 is 2, x1 minus 2 इसका स्क्वायर प्लस y2 2, y1 minus 2 and square. So again y2 is 2 and y1 is also 2, so 2 minus 2 the whole square आ जाएगा। So therefore length of PQ square is equal to minus into minus plus 2 plus 2 4 का square plus 0 का square. So therefore length of PQ square is equal to 16. This is your Roman number 1. This is your Roman number 1. So you have got length PQ square. Length of PQ का square मिल गया 16, that is Roman number 1. अब मैं क्या करूँगा? Similarly again apply distance formula and get QR, then again use distance formula and get PR square. Yeah? So similarly length of QR का square will be QR, इसका डिस्टेंस फॉर्मूला में क्या आएगा? x3 minus x2 the whole square plus y3 minus y2 the whole square. रूट नहीं आएगा, क्यों? क्योंकि स्क्वायर फाइंड आउट कर रहे हो। ठीक है ना? तो यू आर डायरेक्टली राइटिंग दिस स्टेप, सिमिलरली में यू आर डायरेक्टली राइटिंग दिस स्टेप। ठीक है? ये सब स्टेप जो तुमने एक्सप्लेन किया है ना, ये डिस्टेंस फॉर्मूला से ये होगा, फिर स्क्वायर करेंगे तो ये होगा, तुम डायरेक्टली तुमने यही लिखा है अभी। ठीक है? सो QR square is equal to this, therefore length QR square is equal to x3 कौन है 2, x2 is -2 the whole square plus y3 कौन है 7, y2 कौन है 2 the whole square. So therefore length of QR the whole square is equal to 0 का square plus 5 square. So length of QR the whole square is equal to 25. This is your Roman number 2. So you have got Roman number 2 QR square मिल गया. Now same way PR का square. Now length of PR का square is equal to PR मतलब x1 x3. See PR मतलब x1 x3 तो क्या लिखने का x3 minus x1 the whole square plus y3 minus y1 the whole square. Square root नहीं आएगा क्यों? क्योंकि तुम square find out कर रहे हो. When you are finding square there is no square root. Actual distance formula जब लगाते हो तो square नहीं होता है इसलिए square root होता है. Is that clear? Fine. Keep that in mind. Don't confuse them. So length of PR the whole square is equal to अभी x3 कौन है 2, x1 minus 2, so minus of -2 the whole square plus y3 कौन है 7, y1 2, so square. ठीक है? Okay. So therefore length of PR the whole square is equal to 2 plus 2 the whole square plus 5 square, which is 4 square plus 5 square, which is 16 plus 25, which is here also 41. This is also 41. 16, 25, 41, and here also you are getting 41. Answer doesn't change. Answer remains same. It is a right angle triangle only, but 16 plus 25 is 41. That finishes the problem. So these are some extra steps which were pending. Now the problem is complete. So from 1, 2 and 3 we can see that PQ ka square, QR ka square is giving me PR ka square. Okay? And therefore by converse of Pythagoras theorem, the points P, Q, R are the vertices of a right angle triangle. Hence proved. Here you can say thus. Problem number 7. Find x if distance between points L and M is 10. So we are given distance between point LM is 10 unit. Distance between point L and M is 10 unit. That's what we are given. What we are supposed to find out is the value of x where L is x comma L is x comma 7 and M is what is M 1 comma 15. That's the problem. So, simple. They have given you the distance. Apply distance formula. Distance formula apply करोगे तो एक unknown रहेगा. Only one unknown, and you can easily find. This is similar to one problem. Which one? Where we found out the value of A. You remember? Find out the point on the x-axis. That one. So x-axis में you knew y coordinate is 0. तो एक coordinate मालूम पड़ गया था तुमको. Correct? And then you were to find the value of A. That is problem number 3. This is similar to that. So let's begin. We are given the distance is this. So you will say by distance formula, distance between LM is equal to square root of, okay, before that you will say let L equal to x1 y1 equal to x comma 7 and M equal to x2 y2 equal to 1 comma 15. ठीक है? So L का value x comma 7, M का value 1 comma 15. Distance between LM is equal to x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Formula remains the same. So now we are applying distance formula. So therefore 10 is equal to square root of, what is x2? 1 minus x1 x the whole square plus what is y2? 15. What is y1? 7 the whole square. Therefore 10 square is equal to, square root goes away, plus 15 minus 7, 8. You understood what is done here? I squared both sides. So what you have done here is squaring both sides. Squaring both sides. So you squared this side, you got 10 square, you squared this side, the square root cancelled. The square root cancelled with the square. Okay? So that's the effect which you have now. Now square root is gone. Why square root is gone? Because you have taken square on both sides. Therefore 10 square is 100. Now 1 minus x the whole square. So you have 1 square minus 2x plus x square is equal to x square minus 2x plus 65. X square minus 2x plus 65. Now take this that side. So x square minus 2x plus 65 minus 100 is equal to 0. 65 minus 100 is 35. So therefore x square minus 2x minus 35 is equal to 0. So what will be the factors? 7x or minus 7x plus 5x minus 35 is equal to 0. X into x minus 7 plus 5 into x minus 7 is equal to 0. So x plus 5 into x minus 7 is equal to 0. Therefore either x plus 5 is equal to 0 or x minus 7 is equal to 0. Therefore x is equal to minus 5 or x is equal to 7. Okay? So x is equal to minus 5 or x is equal to 7. So what is your answer? Final answer? The final answer is going to be, you wanted to find out what? You wanted to find out the value of x. So x is equal to minus 5 or x is equal to 7. Okay, there are two answers to it. Now let's go to the last question. Show that points this and this are vertices of an equilateral triangle. Show that the points this are vertices of an equilateral triangle. So let A equal to x1 y1 equal to this, B equal to x2 y2 equal to this, and C equal to x3 y3 equal to this. Now you have got 1 comma 2 1 comma 6, 1 comma 2 1 comma 6, and 1 plus 2 root 3, 1 plus 2 root 3 comma 4. Okay. Now, you have to prove that these are vertices of an equilateral triangle. So, when will these be vertices of an equilateral triangle? When can you say that these are vertices of an equilateral triangle? When length of AB, length of BC and length of AC, all three sides, if they are of the same measure, then we say that the triangle is equilateral, correct? So what do? Find out the distance of AB, find out the distance of BC, find out the distance of AC. Agar तीनों का distance same hai, meaning if the length of the three segments are same, then you can say that they are vertices of an equilateral triangle. Right? So that's the strategy. So what are you going to do first? What is the first step? Find out the length of three segments first. Clear? So let's do that. Now, by distance formula. By distance formula, length AB equals to square root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Therefore, length AB is equal to square root of x2 क्या है 1 minus 1 the whole square plus y2 6 minus y1 2 the whole square. Therefore, length AB equals to square root of, what is 1 minus 1? 0. So 0 square. 6 minus 2 4. So 4 का square. Now, therefore, length AB equals to square root of 4 का square मतलब 16. So what is the answer? 4 units. Okay, so that is your Roman number 1. This is your Roman number 1. You got AB. Now you will find BC. Similarly, length of BC will be square root of BC मतलब x3 minus x2 the whole square plus y3 minus y2 the whole square. Okay, x3 minus x2 the whole square plus y3 minus y2 the whole square. So therefore, length BC equals to, what is length of BC? What is length of BC? Length of BC is equal to x3 value is 1 plus 2 root 3 minus x2 means minus 1 the whole square plus what is y3? 4 minus y2 which is 6 the whole square. Therefore, length of BC equals to square root of, now 1 and minus 1 goes away, right? So you have 2 root 3 square, here minus 2 square. So length of BC equals to, what is 2 root 3 ka square? 2 root 3 ka square will be 2 into 2. Just for your sake, let me do it. 2 root 3 into 2 root 3, that is 2 root 3 ka square. Minus 2 ka square will be 4 because even negative ka square is positive. So minus 2 into minus 2 will give you 4. Now, what is length of BC therefore? 2 root 3, 2 into 2, 4, root 3 is 3. So what I am getting here? 2 2s are 4, root 3 into root 3 is 3 plus 4. So this is nothing but 12 and this is 4. So this is total 16. So what is length of BC? Length of BC is equal to root of 16 which is equal to 4 unit. So this is your Roman number 2. Okay, so this was a little tougher part because you had surd here, 2 root 3. So 2 root 3 made it look little tough. Simple, right? Not much. I mean, nothing, no big deal. Okay, so you have got AB, you have got BC. Now your job is to find out AC. So AC will be also length AC equals to square root of AC मतलब x3 x1, so x3 minus x1 the whole square plus y3 minus y1 the whole square which is equal to, now what is x3? 1 plus 2 root 3. What is x1? 1 square plus what is y3? 4 and what is y1? 2. So what do you get here? Now 1 and minus 1 will go away, right? 0. So what will remain? 2 root 3. So 2 root 3 ka square plus 4 minus 2 is 2. So 2 ka square. Clear? Now what is 2 root 3 square? We did it here. See, 2 root 3 square. 2 root 3 square is what? 2 root 3 into 2 root 3, which is what? 4 into 3, which is what? 12. So now again I am not going to do. This was an explanation for you, right? Now what are you going to do? 2 root 3 ka square is going to be 12. And here 4. So what do you get? Root of 16. What is root of 16? 4 unit. And so you get length of AC is equal to 4 unit. Correct? So length of AC is also 4 unit. That is your Roman number 3. That is your Roman number 3. So look at Roman number 1, look at Roman number 2, look at Roman number 3. 1, 2, 3. What is the answer you are getting? Everywhere you are getting 4 unit, 4 unit, 4 unit. So isn't the length same? So can I say the triangle is equilateral? Yes. So I write the final answer now. So the final answer is going to be, we can see from Roman number 1, 2 and 3, length of AB is equal to length of BC is equal to length of AC. Therefore, triangle ABC is equilateral. Did they tell us to prove the triangle equilateral? No, they said tell me whether the vertices are equilateral. So you're going to write the answer like that. Answer. Therefore, the points A, B, C are vertices of an equilateral triangle. That finishes the problem. Now for a parallelogram and for a rhombus, that is I am talking about problem number 5 and problem number 6, what do you have to do? See, problem number 5 which talks about parallelogram, whether the vertices are parallelogram. It is similar to the problem number 8 which we just now did few minutes back. Clear? What is the difference here? Here they are telling you to prove that the points are vertices of a parallelogram. So parallelogram, what is a parallelogram? It's a four-sided closed figure, a quadrilateral, whose opposite sides are congruent. So what do? What are the points they have mentioned? See, they have given the 4 points as P, Q, R, S. So this is P, this is Q, this is R, this is S, let's say. Yeah? So what you do, find out the length of PQ, find out length QR, find out length SR, find out length PS. How will you find out? By distance formula. So how many times distance formula? 4 times. You have 4 times distance formula and just prove that opposite sides are congruent. Meaning, length of opposite side PQ and SR should be of the same length, PS and QR should be of the same length. So 2 sides will have same length and other 2 sides will have also same length. And therefore, once you prove that opposite sides are equal in length, you can automatically say the points are vertices of a parallelogram. Alright? Next is the problem number 6, which is also similar to this, but there you have to prove that it is vertices of a rhombus. Now, if it is vertices of a rhombus, then what do you need to prove? The points that they have mentioned is, this is the 5th one and this is the 6th one. This is the 5th one, and now I am talking about the 6th one. So 6th one, they are saying A, B, C and D. Okay, what is a rhombus? Rhombus is again 4-sided closed figure which is a quadrilateral having all 4 sides congruent. So what is the definition of a rhombus? Any quadrilateral which has 4 sides congruent is a rhombus. Understand? Now some of you might feel, sir, square का क्या? Square में एक additional property है. All 4 sides congruent के साथ साथ any one angle 90 degree. All 4 angles or 4 sides congruent along with one angle 90 degree, then it becomes a square. Okay? Fine? or diagonals congruent, then it becomes a square. So 4 sides congruent, also the diagonals congruent, then it becomes a square. Here they are not talking of square, but I spoke to you about square because in the problem set you may have a problem which tells you prove that these 4 points are vertices of a square. It may come in the exam. यहाँ पे पैरेललोग्राम दिया है, एग्जाम में हो सकता है रेक्टेंगल आ जाए, करेक्ट? यहाँ पे रोम्बस दिया है, हो सकता है एग्जाम में आपको स्क्वायर पूछ ले. तो देन डिफरेंस क्या होगा? डिफरेंस पहले पैरेललोग्राम प्रूफ करो एंड देन ये पैरेललोग्राम के अंदर अगर डायगोनल्स कॉन्ग्रुएंट हो गए तो रेक्टेंगल. अगर पैरेललोग्राम के अंदर डायगोनल्स कॉन्ग्रुएंट हो गए तो इट बिकम्स अ रेक्टेंगल. सो ये डायगोनल PR का लेंथ फाइंड आउट करो, QS का लेंथ फाइंड आउट करो, तो टोटल कितने बार डिस्टेंस फार्मूला हो गया? 6. 4 फॉर द साइड्स, 2 फॉर द डायगोनल्स, तो टोटल 6 बार 6 डिस्टेंस फार्मूला you will apply, so you can prove it as a rectangle. If the diagonals become congruent, it becomes a rectangle, right? Rhombus proof करने के लिए कितनी बार डिस्टेंस फार्मूला लगेगा? 4 बार. What we'll do? लेंथ AB निकालो, लेंथ BC निकालो, लेंथ BC निकालो, लेंथ AD निकालो. चारों डिस्टेंस फार्मूला से 4 लेंथ निकाल लिया, प्रूफ देम कॉन्ग्रुएंट. चारों के चारों इक्वल आएंगे तो रोम्बस, नहीं इक्वल आया तो इट्स नॉट अ रोम्बस. अंडरस्टूड? सो चारों इक्वल आ गए तो देन इट इज अ रोम्बस. अब अगर किसी ने पूछा कि स्क्वायर प्रूफ करो तो देन व्हाट डू यू डू? और 2 बार डिस्टेंस फार्मूला लगाओ. ठीक है? डिस्टेंस फार्मूला AC फाइंड आउट करो, डिस्टेंस फार्मूला BD फाइंड आउट करो. AC एंड BD ये भी फाइंड आउट करो. अगर वो दोनों भी कॉन्ग्रुएंट हो गए तो देन इट इज अ स्क्वायर. रोम्बस में ये फाइंड आउट करने की जरूरत नहीं है. रोम्बस में 4 डिस्टेंस फार्मूला लगाओ 4 बार एंड देन ऑल 4 साइड्स अगर कॉन्ग्रुएंट आ गए, दिख रहा है कि चारों कॉन्ग्रुएंट है तो इट्स अ रोम्बस. स्क्वायर के लिए रोम्बस तो प्रूफ करना ही पड़ेगा, मतलब 4 बार लगा के ऑल 4 साइड्स कॉन्ग्रुएंट तो प्रूफ करना ही पड़ेगा. उसके बाद भी तुमको 2 बार और डिस्टेंस फार्मूला लगाना पड़ेगा डायगोनल के लिए एंड डायगोनल्स को भी कॉन्ग्रुएंट प्रूफ करना पड़ेगा. ओके? जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल इसका लेंथ सपोजिंग आ गया 3, तो फिर क्या हो गया? ये रोम्बस हो गया. इज दैट क्लियर? बट अगर सपोजिंग ये स्क्वायर प्रूफ करने के लिए बोला तो फिर आपको डायगोनल्स भी निकालना पड़ेगा. सपोजिंग द डायगोनल्स बिकम 3√2. सपोजिंग एक डायगोनल का लेंथ है 3√2, फिर दूसरे को भी डिस्टेंस फार्मूला लगाओ, उसको भी फाइंड आउट करो, वो भी आ गया 3√2, वो भी आ गया 3√2. तो इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? दोनों 3√2 means the diagonals are also congruent. So then you can say this is a square. Clear? Understood? I am explaining you this because it may not be there in the exercise, but in exam they can ask you, prove that this is the vertices of a rectangle, prove that this is the vertices of a square. Then what is the additional part that you need to do? Just remember that. Okay? Fine. All the best.